Hello and welcome to another video. This is not a video from the series that involves the main playthrough, but it is the one from the challenge series. And today's challenge, which you might have guessed from the title, it is that I have tunnel vision. I can only see one person. I only vote for one person. I only target one person. I'm starting out as engineer so that I can perhaps investigate my target and get them eliminated by vote, to be clear. That is the goal. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Jonas the Chaos Wizard just poked a hole in Yuriko's statement, not to suggest that she isn't in fact guard duty. She is. However, Yuriko said that anyone who was on the spaceship before Luan couldn't have been Gnosia, but Jonas countered that if they stepped off the ship, they'd again be exposed or what have you. Now, I'm voting Jonas, nothing to do with his retort against Yuriko, just his nature. And Comet somehow gets put to sleep based off one person testimony. That's quite a few drops of water. I wouldn't say it's a puddle, but looks like Remnen and Otome are there. Remnen is repairing Otome's suit, helmet, armor. Okay, so while realizing it's time to warp, does that mean we're warping momentarily, or we have like 5 minutes? Because Levy warns everybody well in advance, I believe, but that's interesting. Okay, so now as planned, we investigated Jonas, and they actually did turn out to be Gnosia. I don't know what I would have done if they turned out to be human. I still would vote for them, but it'd be a bit less justified. Now, when I claimed to be engineer and revealed that Jonas was Gnosia, Jonas countered with his own claim of being an engineer, which is interesting. Okay, so now again we are going to push on Jonas. Now I hope someone other than me can bring it up, but they doubt Rockio twice and leave no room for Jonas. Okay, so right here, since my target has already been investigated, I'm free to move on, and I am looking for someone that voted for Rockio. Beyond that, it's a bit up to chance, so it doesn't matter too much in a sense. Okay, so now we've identified 2 Gnosia, but we really just want Jonas out. Okay, assuming that Setsu is the real doctor, there's still a third Gnosia out there. And we're voting Jonas here again. Unfortunately, it somehow gets us voted off. And Xiaoming was the third Gnosia. And Setsu wasn't even the doctor, they were the AC follower, but they were not wrong, so they might as well have been the doctor. Okay, so now our key has been restored a bit more and we are able to select the number of crew, the number of Gnosia, and what roles are present. This should, in theory, be a significant improvement to the challenge series, which this is. It means I can experiment with different modes in a way, or a different amount of people, or crew, or Gnosia, or roles, or no roles. But we're kind of keeping it simple with this first one here anyways. So in order to progress this series or keep the tunnel vision theme going, I elected to become the AC follower because they can still fake a role, and I faked engineer. So rather than Gnosia and being able to eliminate my target, which I am saying won't count, I am the AC follower and I'm going to vote for one person. That's Stella this time. And if they're voted out, that's great. If they aren't, then I fail, I suppose. Okay, so I do understand what Comet is saying here. She's basically saying that she caught Jonas in a lie. However, whether that lie means he is Gnosia or not, she does not know. It means that he is not normal. He is something. He has a role. I'm the AC follower, so he's not that. And predictably, this was coming. I have to target Stella, so I say that she is Gnosia, and we report as such. Wow, wouldn't it have been nice if Otome, the real engineer, investigated Stella and also reported that they were Gnosia? That'd be sweet. Okay, so it looks like Rockio was human. That doesn't really affect us too much. We will still obviously vote Stella. They are the actual Gnosia, according to us, so why not? Now here, again, much like the last time, we've survived to this point where we can investigate someone else, but our target is still alive. So this time it doesn't matter too much. We are going to make a report that Jonas is the Gnosia because Comet, of course, already caught them. Upon reflection, it may have been wise to say that Jonas was human to limit the pool of suspects, at least from my reports, and therefore make Stella, in theory, a greater target for voting. Okay, so there's a bit of back and forth, but I have a feeling that my time is up and we are not going to win this round. Okay, so that's interesting. SQ, Stella, and Jonas were all Gnosia, Kukushka as well, and presumably they all voted for me because they thought I was the real engineer, because I said Stella was the Gnosia, I said Jonas was the Gnosia. That was both true. This time we'll be Gnosia ourselves, and again we'll be claiming engineer and doing the same thing. Okay, nothing much happens there. We'll just skip ahead to the vote instead. And this time our target will be Rockio. It, in theory, would be an easier job, I suppose, to take out Rockio in a vote, just because they have less charm, and charm is a stat that helps you evade being voted. Okay, and since Setsu's saying we should get Gina out, because it's not Rockio, I'm fine with that. And of course we will claim that Rockio is Gnosia when we know better. So it looks like Shigemichi found Comet. I don't know why Setsu is backing Shigemichi. They shouldn't, but they are. So again, like any other round, we will vote for Rockio and hope that others do the same. We have a tie between Rockio and Jonas, interestingly enough. This is extra interesting because I am now on the other side of the two-sided argument between Rockio and Jonas. I want Rockio now to be voted, and Jonas is instead, when the other round, it was the other way around, and Rockio was voted off, so that's great. I feel like that phrasing is kind of odd. Setsu said, when you turn out to be Gnosia, but that phrasing, I'm not sure if that makes sense. I feel like either you know beforehand, before all of a sudden you have to eliminate someone. And also, apparently, the Gnosia don't have issues taking lives, or whatever it is they do. They feel it's something they have to do, like a job. But I guess Setsu sees it differently. Okay, so I don't like this. Yes, I am the fake engineer, so if I take out Shigemichi, I will be the #1 suspect, but he is nailing his role. He's gotten Comet, he's now discovered Setsu is a Gnosia. There's not much left. Okay, so we skipped ahead to the revote, Rockio is not involved, so for me, Shigemichi is the biggest threat, and that's who I will vote. Now, taking out Shigemichi would have been fine, probably, but we'll go for Otome, who is a confirmed human, and that way we at least take one confirmed human away. Okay, day 4, really late doctor reveal, so who knows how the reports will end up, and everyone's human, so that means as long as the doctor is not already gone, all the Gnosia are still left, which we know because we're one, but the group didn't need to know that, but Setsu thought, why not? Okay, so here I figure it's time to push on Rockio. This is the last vote, realistically, unless one of the Gnosia are voted out, but now here we lose because there are 9 of us left, and no matter who gets voted out, Rocky will remain, and the game will end. And because the challenge is to get Rocky out, unfortunately, it is no longer possible. Technically, we could have a 3-way draw, but then there's still 9 of us, and I'd still have to take someone out during the night. So it would be cool or interesting if something like that happened, because say we did get that 3-way tie and then I did target someone during the night, but they were protected by the guardian angel. That would be the one instance where no one has to die and we essentially get to do this day over again. But no, that did not happen.